Hey, buddy. Wait, hold on. Is the mic on? Okay, okay, yeah, the mic's on. Hey, buddy. So, Niantic has announced the upcoming community days, and that's gonna be. Let me pull this up right here on my thing because I can remember them off the top of my head. It's gonna be Sunday, September 18th, Saturday, October 15th, and Saturday, November 12th, with Community Classic coming back November 5th on a Sunday. Oh no, Saturday, my bad. November 5th on a Saturday. So every Pokemon Go YouTuber and other Pokemon Go content creator has been making videos saying what they think the next upcoming community Pokemon are gonna be. And I was like, let me do this too, but let me look at the data and information that we have on our past community days to help me with my research and all of that. And there's also been some criticism, complaints by the community about some of the recent some of the recent community days, like why haven't we had any starters? All of these are kind of mid. And one of the biggest one is why have a community day for Pokemon that's already hasn't shined out? Because originally, whenever community days first happened and all that, that was the shiny debut of said Pokemon. So whenever you had a Charmander community day, that was the first time shiny Charmander was available in the game. Same with Eevee, Mudkip, Larvitar, Trampinch, etc., etc. Then that all started to change. Then that all started to change around 2020, 2021, where we had communities of Pokemon that have had those shinies out for a while. Sorry about that. Sorry about that weird little cut. Has it on mind. One of the most recent ones is Hoppin. Well, kind of Hoppin. Hoppin was going to get released later that month, but it was underwhelming, in my opinion. But the most recent one is that we've actually had the shiny released, and then they had a community was Field. Then before that, it was Shinx, Duskull, and all that. Sorry, I had to look on the list to make sure I wasn't forgetting anything. I mean, we had Eevee again, but that was I personally like that because I like shiny Eevee. So see, shiny Eevee, right here. Come on, focus on the camera. Oh well, it's shiny Eevee pen, you guys. All right, but anyway. So I was like, let me use this to see if there was like any patterns and all that. So let me pull up the graph sheet, whatever you want to call it, right here, right now for y'all. We can see originally in 2018, 2019, there was a pattern. It was a lot of starters, a lot of Pokemon that were Pseudo Legendaries, or part of the Pseudo Legendary line. Because, Beldum isn't a Pseudo Legendary, but Metagross is. You know what I'm trying to say when I say that, you guys. And for those of you that don't play the main series games, Pseudo Legendary is just a term that fans give to some of the super powerful Pokemon in the games, like, your Dragonites, your Tyrannotars, your Metagross, your Salamence, your Garchomp, your Hydreigon, your Goodra, your Jangamo, Jangamo I think it is, and then your Dragoports. But anyway, I digress. I was like, let me use this to see if there's a pattern that we can use to maybe predict it. Originally there was, that all changed in 2020 whenever Niantic said, hey, we're going to let y'all choose the community. We're going to let you vote for them. And there was one between Rhyhorn, Marchop, Dratini, and Lowland and Kanto Vulpix. I'm going to have it on the screen for you guys though. Those were the first votes. And the first one to win was Rhyhorn, which was in February. And then we actually saw Machamp get a community day with that move they talked about giving it the following year in 2021. That's not all. They did a vote again later on that year for Charmander, Caterpie, Muk, and Porygon. And later that year, we got Porygon and Charmander having community days. And then they also had votes for Squirtle, Weedle, Sandslash, and Ghastly. After those votes, that year we got a Weedle and Ghastly community day. With Sandshrew getting a community day two years after that, this year in 2022. Now, yeah, the data miners also did find this other poll for voting that we never did get, which was between Bulbasaur, Execute, Magikarp, and Starly. Now, Starly, we've had its released officially now, so I don't think that's going to be happening. But whenever we look at the chart for the Community Day Pokemon, we tend to see a pattern. 3-stage evolutions, with a couple of them being 2-stage. The most notable exception is Eevee, which Eevee only has is a 2-stage evolution, but it has multiple options. You can evolve it to Vaporeon, Espeon, Umbreon, Sylveon, Glaceon, Leafeon. Did I say Flareon? I can't remember for that. But you know, the evolutions. We got Swablu, which is an exception, but it also has a Mega. So I think that's the reason they chose it to get a Mega. It's also a Pokemon that's had its shiny out before it got a Community Day. But that Community Day was the release of its Mega Evolution. Now, when I was looking through the data, I noticed something interesting that's been going on from 2022. 2022, we've had 3 Pokemon that have regional forms get a Community Day. Only one of those Community Days was both forms of the Pokemon, but given that Pokemon was only a 2-stage evolution, Sandshrew, we have Kanto Sandshrew, Alolan Sandshrew can only evolve once. Alolan Graveler can evolve 3 times, and Alolan Zigzagoon can evolve 3 times, so maybe that's why it was only one of the forms. I don't know, Niantic, confirm this for me or not. But anyway, so I thought, what Pokemon could be a possibility to get a Community? That's being fan favorites, starters, pseudo legendaries, and typically most of them have a 3-stage evolution. Also, I noticed a lot of them have Megas, so I added a Mega to the list. And now you guys, I'm going to put this up on the screen. There's my whole list of the Pokemon that could get Megas. Now I want to talk about the ones that I want to talk about the bottom of the list, what I think can get a Mega. I'm pulling it up on my end, you guys. You know, I'm seeing a lot of stuff. I forget some stuff every now and then, so, you know. So the Pokemon I think out of my entire list, you can see there's also some, like, you know, some of them I put on the list is what I personally would love to have for a Community Day. Now I'm probably gonna be the odd one out on some of those because I'm pretty sure not that many people want Swaddle Community Day. I love Swaddle. I want a Community Day for it. The Pokemon I think could get a Community Day are going to be Scyther. Now, the reason I say Scyther is because A, it can Mega Evolve into Mega Sizzle. Although we do have Mega Sizzle in the game, but they got to also use this as an opportunity to introduce Kleavor. It's Hisuian form. And now we do have Hisuian Pokemon in the game, so it'll be a good way to continue that and add a new Pokemon into the game. The other options can be Aeon. Now, Aeon evolves into Aggron at the end. Aggron has a Mega form. Its Mega data has been pushed again and found recently again by the data miners. Now, I do think this could lead to it getting a Mega. Other ones, Teddiursa. Yeah, Teddiursa has its shiny in the game, but it's a 3-stage evolution now because it can evolve all the way to Ursaluna, which is from Hisui. Again, I think that could be a good candidate. It's a regional Pokemon in the end. Tynamo is like, it's a beloved Pokemon in the main series games. So I think it could be a good candidate, and it doesn't have its shiny out, which would be amazing and something that a community wants. Shiny Pokemon that aren't in the game yet. A lot of the community is kind of tired of, oh, why have this Pokemon have a community? It already has its shiny out. Another one could be Lidwick. Lidwick, I would love for it to be the October one, but I really want the shiny to be out because its shiny is amazing, and I think it'll be a good one for the October one. But if it's not in October, the October Community Day, I hope it's part of the Halloween event this year. Here's hoping to that. Next one is Floette. I don't know why. I just feel like Floette is a Community possible Pokemon. I don't know why. I just think it is. Another one is Sandile. Again, Sandile is beloved in the main series games and all that, so I think it could be a good option. Now again, the shiny isn't the best in the world, but it could be an amazing Pokemon to have for a Community Day. Oh, you can also do like you did with Squirtle, have its sunglasses, because in the anime, Ash's crocodile always has sunglasses on, so that'd be an awesome way to tie with the anime like they did with Squirtle. Now another one is Kanto and the Alolan Vulpix. Why? It's because it was part of those initial votes. It was part of that initial, hey, pick the community day Pokemon, and a lot of those have had the community days. So I think that could be a viable option. Noibat. Noibat is a 2-stage Pokemon, which is rare, but they have gotten community days. That and who doesn't love Noibat? Its shiny is amazing. Is amazing. I have PTSD from it though. I don't want to talk about it. Anyway, Grandma. Grandma was also on the voting list that hasn't gotten community day yet, especially because it was paired up with. It was paired up with. Actually, no wait, no, it wasn't the one that had almost got all of them had a community day. Yeah, but like it was blah, blah. Anyway, that can lost my train of thought. But Dratini is another one that I think could get it because it was on a voting list, and we have seen that even if they didn't win the vote, they got a community day later on down the line. And the last one I think could be Honedge. Now Honedge, it's a Final Evolution Aegis Slash. It's a really popular Pokemon, especially in the VGC Pokemon scene. So I think that could be a good possibility for Pokemon. Now you guys notice I didn't add Gudra, I didn't add Froakie, Chespin, Fennekin. I honestly don't think that we're gonna get the Carlos Stardust shiny out this year. I don't personally think Niantic's gonna do it. I think they're gonna wait to do them in 2021 or 2023. My bad, because that way they can slowly start. That way, that year, whenever they do that, they can also start releasing the Galar Stars because they're almost finished with the Unova decks. They're still about halfway through the Kalos decks. They've barely just now started touching the Alola decks. And we only really have the Galarian forms out. So I feel like that would be a good way for them to, hey, we're going to release a next batch of Stardust Shinies out. But we're not going to, and we're also going to release the Galarian Stardust too. I feel like that's what's going to happen. Now, again, that's just a theory. So anyway, you guys, let me know what you think. Do you guys think any of the Pokemon I listed could be good candidates for Community Day? Do you guys wish I added a Pokemon to the list that's not on here? What do you guys think? Do you guys think any of this could be viable options? Let me know in the comments down below. Until then, you guys have a good one.